Hey y'all. Okay. I'm like a minute early because I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. So I'm going to refresh and I'm going to look and see and make sure. Okay. I'm in the right spot. Okay. And I got to make sure I can see. Okay. That was me behind. All right. So, all right. I'm going to wait just a minute because it just hit 8 o'clock. I promise I'm going to be, I know your time is precious. So I'm going to wait just like a minute. So when you get on, let me know that you're here. I opened up the video on my laptop so I can see comments because I can never see them from my phone, but I like doing it I like videotaping from my phone. Okay. So let me know when you're here. Let me know where you guys are watching from. This is amazing. This is my second time to do a training in this group. I gotta get all my jitters out before we get started. All right, so I'm gonna start a little bit. If you are watching this as a replay, so that means it doesn't say live in the upper hand corners, do hashtag replay. And you'll probably want to skip to the first couple of minutes just because this will be the whole intro. Oh, hey guys. Okay, so we have, I love it. So I can see it down here. Australia. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I'm in Texas. I am in a small little town that is in the DFW area. It is south of Fort Worth. Well, I guess you could say southeast of Fort Worth, southwest of Arlington, north of Mansfield, east of Kennedale and Forest Hill, like literally a little dot on a major map. I am from Kennedale, Texas. I am Cassie Bollinger. I am a superstar consultant, one day superstar director. I love saying the director part because I was one. Been there, done that, guys. You know, I just figured I'd relax a little bit. So that was my last video. All right. So it's been a couple minutes. I hope everybody can hear me okay. So let me get started. I started Scentsy about 3 years ago in May of 2020. I have had great fluctuations of the COVID buying all the way down to losing titles, losing over half my team, and just not knowing what to do and how to improve my business and what steps do you actually take to rebuild that business. I've done a lot of videos like this for my team and I've done it on YouTube, and I've realized that I've learned things along the way. I'm going to basically kind of tell you guys what I have found out and what has worked for me. Now, I want you guys to know that no matter what I say today, no matter what I have done, doesn't mean that you need to do this. Doesn't mean you need to do all of this. Doesn't mean that you need to stress over if you don't get it right the first time. I always tell all of my teamies that whenever you're trying something new, remember that your consistency at it, you will improve, because practice makes improvements. It does not make perfection. So anything that I have tried, I try to train on anything that I have done for a substantial amount of time. So I have been doing this since October of last year, and I saw a video, and this is kind of where this all came from. So I'm talking tonight about showing your personality and utilizing the features available. So what does that mean? Showing your personality. I am normally a very outgoing person. I'm a very bubbly personality. I'm like 95% of the time happy. And there's always that 5%, guys. You all know what that is. Like just those times that you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, you're thinking about things that you can't control. And then the stress becomes more, and then you start doubting yourself and everything. So back in November of last year, or October of last year, I guess it was probably at the first part of October. First part of October, I wanted to change the way I have rebuilt my business, because I had to rebuild it. Because guys, I lost the title, I lost half the team, but half the team wasn't doing anything. That's why they fell off. They were doing zero. So having those numbers didn't really matter when they're not doing anything. Hitting a title doesn't really matter when you're the only one that's putting forth the effort. I had to take a step back and I had to rebuild my team. I had to rebuild my basis of my business. And I realized that I was just copy and pasting my entire life of Scentsy from someone else to all of my customers. And they can tell it wasn't me, especially my friends, especially my family. They could tell that that just wasn't me. And I had to take a hard look of like, why am I copy and pasting? Why am I utilizing someone else's content or pictures or their verbiage? I have been guilty of using the copy and paste when someone has an amazing verbiage that they probably spent hours, weeks, minutes for. I'm guilty. And I wanted to rectify that. I wanted to find out if I had the stuff to make it better. Could I do that? I have always told my friends, my teamies, any of my Scentsy sisters that I've met at so many different places, that I am a duplicator, not a creator. I can take an idea that's already come up, or how someone's done it, and I can figure out a way that I can do it. I can change the things that I'm doing to kind of fix of what their kind of point was going. So back in October, I promise I'm going to get to the point. Back in October, I really started taking a look at the different platforms and the things that are going on. Now, anybody knows about the Facebook algorithms, the Instagram algorithms, the TikTok, the YouTube, all of those different things have an algorithm. But before the algorithm even becomes an issue, you have to know how to do the content. You have to know at least how to get out there. If you post one picture once a week, you may or may not get seen. But if you start utilizing all the features that are available, you can start showing more of your personality. You can start showing more of you in different ways to help grow your audience, to help grow the amount of people that you can reach to, amount of people that you can get in contact with. So in my struggle bus of losing a team, of losing the title, losing all these things, is I had to rebuild. You know, from the ashes, we rebuild. And when you hit your rock bottom is when you start to learn how to build up an actual business. I mean, you have to learn to fail before you can learn to soar. You have to fall down before you can learn how to run. Small steps always take the longest when you don't know where you're going. So when you start any of these processes or any of the things I'm about to talk about, remember, you have to have patience with yourself. You're learning it brand new. You may not have known how to do this. You may not have known what to do or why you should do it. In my research of figuring out algorithms, guys, I couldn't figure it out. It changes so often. They push pictures, then they push reels or videos, and then they push live videos, and then they push the reels again, and then they post stories. So how do you cover all those bases? Well, I'm about to tell you. You do them all. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do a different video for each one. You don't have to do a different image for each one. You can take one idea, one concept, one product, or one step, Scentsy Club, or some program or something, and you can share it on all of those forms across all your platforms. So this is kind of how my process started. I've been doing lives in my VIP group since day one. I was told to go live. My videos were horrible. I look back at them and I cringe of like, why did anybody watch it? Why? My energy was high. My personality was showing because everybody in my VIP group in the beginning were just friends. I just invited every single person on Facebook and it was great. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to 1,000. That was the worst decision I had ever made because half of those people, half have been generous. Maybe 90% of those people didn't know what was going on. My VIP group now is very interactive. It's very, they're always fighting over top contributor, and trying to get, into the drawing at the end of the month. But what I have figured out is that taking my videos from my VIP group, or maybe a portion of it. So you get a box. I know I'm scattered everywhere. I promise I'm going to start to flow here in a minute. Getting a shipment that comes in. So you have an order placed, you get a box, and you do a live opening. So you open the box and you start showing them the different products. And maybe you talk about them a little bit. Maybe you tell them how you can use the products or what to use it on or how you've used it. And then you're like, thank you guys so much. And then you end it. Well, it's in your VIP group. And maybe you've talked about how you're doing a drawing at the end of the month for the most people that comment, react, or interact in your group. Well, you may not want everybody on Facebook world to want to try to get in your VIP group just to get free stuff or to get your free goodies or your happy mail or whatever you are giving out to your customers. So when you've opened that box and say that there's 4 products, so we have like a bar, a scent circle, a room spray, and a counter clean. If you stop and do a video just on your phone, you record a 30-second video about that one product. Okay, you just talk about the scent circle. You just talk about the wax bar. You just talk about the room spray or the counter clean. You talk about what you know about it. And guys, just to kind of preface this, if you do not have the product training guide, you need to make sure that you get it. It gives you tons of tips, tons of hints of things to talk about and different things to showcase on our different products. So you talk about that scent circle, what it does, the different scents that we have, the different things that you can do with it. And then after you record that 30-second video, you can upload the video to all of your platforms. Now, in the beginning, I couldn't do all the platforms. I'm still not really great on Instagram. I at least know how to schedule because I do have my Facebook and Instagram links, so I know how to schedule my posts over there. I also know how to do reels on Facebook. I do them on Facebook first because on Instagram it has the watermark, and I don't want to share off a watermark. But I can take that one video and of me talking about a product, and I can put it on Facebook Reels. I can share it to my story, and then I can share it into a video into my VIP group, just being like, hey, just letting you guys, a recap of earlier's delivery. So there's 3 different places and places that you can, or features that you can utilize off of one video. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm embarrassed, or I'm scared, or I don't even know what to do. And it's okay. It's gonna suck. The first time you tied your shoes, they weren't great. They came undone. One shoelace came out really far. It's okay. It's the small steps of trying to make improvements. That means doing it over and over and over until you get to the point where you're confident. Tying your shoe, learning how to drive a car, learning how to pay your bills on time. There's so many things that you can do it once and it be good. And then all the other times it'd be really bad, but that one time it's good is what you can build off of. So showing your personality. A lot of you guys have seen a lot of our amazing leaders that do different videos or do different posts or run these different groups, these training groups to show us how to post pictures, how to run Facebook parties. In those groups, you can see everybody has a different personality. There are some people that love being on videos. There's some people that love just posting pictures of themselves. There's some that are really great of taking pictures of our products. You kind of need to decide which avenue you want to go. You're not going to be good at every single thing you do. And learning that for me was the hardest thing in Scentsy world, because anything that I put my mind to, I know I can do. But I wasn't good. I mean, I could do it. I wasn't good. So last year in October, I push and I strive to find what works for me. I started looking at the numbers of followers, the followers I had on Facebook, the followers I had on Instagram, the followers I had on YouTube and on TikTok. And for me, I wanted to grow the audience, not for the vanity numbers, not to say I hit 1 million followers. That's not the reason why I was pushing for it. But I also know that if I can get my content out to enough people, using my voice, using my face, using my mannerisms, using my energy, then I would have potential customers. Now, you can do a Google search and you can do your own research on any of the stuff I'm talking about tonight. And I do have some stats written down and some information that I found from each one of the platforms. Like on TikTok, you have options to do a 15-second video, a 60-second video, or a 3-minute video live. Like you can record it right then and it will be posted and uploaded. Maybe you already have it. You can upload the videos on TikTok up to 10 minutes if it's already pre-recorded. And you can edit it down. There's a lot of editing. And guys, ask me how to edit. I don't know. I have an editing on my app, and the only way that I learned how to do it was just playing with it. I worked with it. I kept doing trial and error. I would edit it, then play it and be like, what did it do? No, they're in the wrong spot, or I uploaded the wrong video. That's not the one I needed, and I had to learn how to delete it. I learned how to do voiceovers in TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. So I've tried every single one of them. The one I prefer is Facebook. Why? Because I can download a completed reel and I can save it and I can share it to the other profile or the other platforms. That's what's worked for me. The things that I am doing is what I have wanted to improve on. I wanted to get a larger following, a larger customer base. I wanted to be able to have my friends actually see me in their feed. There's a lot of stuff going on. And so I do the reels because the reels were, for me, the most important thing, the videos. Learning how to do what video and which video to do was one of the hardest things because what does everybody want to see? So before you start this journey, don't do what I did. I'm going to tell you the way I wish I had done this in the beginning. Is when you are scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Shorts, you need to look at what is drawing your attention. Like which video or what type of videos are you landing on? Are you noticing, are they talking? Is there music in the background that you understand or like you recognize and like, oh, that's Kelly Clarkson or, oh, that's, Boys to Men, are they informative videos? Are they telling you, TikTok made me buy this, or they're teaching you the different, like, did you knows? Oh my gosh. I get stuck in the did you knows because half the stuff I didn't know, or I was this year's old when I found out about whatever. Those videos to me are intriguing because do I know them? Now I'm like, oh, maybe I need to know. You can do videos like that. You can duplicate or imitate those videos using your Scentsy products. You can come up with an idea, recreate it, and repackage it for you because you're not going to use their verbiage word for word. You're not doing that thing that they're doing. You're kind of taking the flow. Now, I have not learned how to do the mouth sync with the music or singing with the duet thing. I haven't learned that yet. But my focus wasn't on that yet, because that is one of those things I want to get to. I don't like to be dancing around a whole bunch either because all my wiggly bits down here, I really don't want to see everybody, like nobody wants to see that. So I do a lot of videos like this, or I am videotaping the actions that I'm doing. A lot of my videos tend to be the how-tos. Did you know that you can clean your stove underneath the top? Like underneath the stove top, did you know? So what do I, how do I break that up? I broke it up in small videos. I added what reels I could together if they were small or short enough videos. And then I went into doing like a part 1, part 2, part 3, because I wanted to keep them short and sweet. So with that being said, so TikTok, when you search up how to make your TikTok viral, your video go viral, what is like the top tips to do that? Well, one of them is consistency. You have to be posting on TikTok every single day to have your profile and your videos be pushed into other people's feeds, period. Now, across all of the platforms, that's true too. Your consistency of what you do is how you're going to see more people, how you're going to be able to reach more people. Now, going from there, a lot of what I'm doing is just trying to reach new customers, trying to open up my audience, letting people know that what I do, because sometimes all people see are just the images or just the pictures of the warmer. I love doing videos with the products, talking about the products, being like, did you know we have colored light bulbs? A lot of people don't know that we have different colored light bulbs, or, the cotton cleanups. So using what I have, what I got in that day's delivery, I normally do about 2 or 3 videos. And of course, that has to be on a day that I have to feel it. I have to feel it. Only because I guess, other than this video, normally I kind of know every single thing I want to talk about. This is the first time I'm talking about this, and I really appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm really nervous right now, and I don't know why, because it's nothing to be nervous about. So TikTok, so consistency was one, in interaction. So when people comment, or if they are starting to like and follow you, check out their profile. I asked a couple different people, like, what makes you stop on certain reels from any of the platforms? And a lot of them were, you know, it was either the way that they looked or the way that they talked, or maybe it was the music. A lot of them has to do with what is being said. There's always action in it. There's always movement of some sort. It wasn't just someone sitting here and all you can do is this. Captions. Captions are also really good if there's an option to turn on captions. That way, if people are watching it and the volume has to be low, they can still watch the video or know what's going on. Using the trending songs. So I try to find, where's the trending songs? Like, how do you find all those trending songs? How do you utilize those trending sounds that Facebook has deemed, you know, trending? There's not really a place to look, but as you were scrolling through and going through your reels or your on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, if you start to notice the same things over and over and over, you'll start to notice that those are the ones that people are pushing because those are trending at the time. That I don't have much to talk about because I honestly just, I don't know. There wasn't like a good way to look. Now you can click on a soundbite or a song and it'll tell you how many times it's been used. Doesn't mean it's how many times it's been viewed or has increased the level of followers or anything like that. The next thing is hashtags. One thing I started utilizing in all of my reels across all the boards of the platforms is I started using my local area, Kennedale, Texas. Hashtag Kennedale, Texas. Then what is my audience? So those hashtags is who are you trying to reach? Well, I want to reach the moms of Kennedale, Texas and Kennedale. Then I also put on my hashtag for my team name is hashtag no limits, y'all, because that's what I used to say all the time. And that's kind of like that's my team name. So I put that on every single one of my reels. I also will tag, what am I doing? So is it clean? Am I cleaning? Then I'm going to do clean. What am I cleaning? I'm cleaning the kitchen, the stove. I'm cleaning clothes, laundry, washer, dryer. Tell them what in the video is going to be shown or what you are trying to show. Cleaning products, laundry liquid, whatever you're trying to, like, warmers, warmer of the month, scent warmer of the month. Those different hashtags will help other people find you. Really and truly, it'll help them find you. The next thing was it needs to be short and entertaining. It needs to be short, sweet, to the point, entertaining. And not only do you have to catch them while they're scrolling through, you have to also get that hook after the first 3 to 5 seconds. So you have that beginning part of, I'm like, woo, hold on. They stop. And then you have about 2 more seconds before you have to reel them right back in. Because they may stop because you're like, oh, stop the reel. Don't reel, don't move, stop real quick. And then you have to catch them if you're just like, I just wanted to tell you. And they're going to like scroll right past. I mean, that's what I do. So you have to catch that hook. There has to be something that you're doing. That's why the dances are really popular. And that's why I want to get into doing some of those, but I got to get more confident in that. But just think about when you are on your different platforms, push the buttons, click the stuff on the side, click the things over here. Try figuring out what everybody is using. There are filters, so you can click on there like TikTok and Instagram. If the reel is going through and someone has a filter, you can click on that filter. Look at yourself in it. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you go like, wow? Do a reaction video. There's different things that you can do to just build up your audience. And I incorporate all of my Scentsy. Like, I honestly probably do more Scentsy than I do with anything else. And I have gotten customers on there. I've been able to get orders from the products that I've shown. I've been for cleaning products and the laundry, because I do my laundry. I'm like, here's my first load, I'm throwing it in, and then I do 2 pumps of the laundry liquid, and here's my washer whiffs. I tell them what I put my washer on, the settings I put them on. I do the whole video going in, and then my next video that'll be kind of like the part 2 is I'm over here and I'm putting the stuff into the dryer. I'm pulling the stuff from the washer to the dryer, showing them the dryer disc, then showing them what my settings are. I had a lot of people that private messaged me, and they're like, why do you wash everything on cold? And I'm like, my stuff is light soil. Like, it's just day-to-day use. I'm not out digging in the dirt. I'm not out getting, I'm not working in a kitchen, or I'm getting grease all over me that I need to do proper, like, stain stuff. Like, this is literally me wearing clothes in my house. And how do I wash them? I do it on cold. I have a high efficiency washer. I talk about how to get all the soap out of a high efficiency washer when you're washing your clothes. So those are the things I've learned. So all I do is I try to give them knowledge, because people do like informational, but then you got to make them funny. Sometimes you got to throw something in there that you're creating, like, I don't even know. Now I've lost all of my, I lost all of my examples, but just ask your friends, ask your teamies, ask your upline, ask people in Scentsy land. I mean, you can ask them. If you see someone who's doing really great reels or really great videos or stories, see, stories I'm still trying to remember. Like, I always forget to do a story, because at least with my posts I can rebump it up. Stories are there and they're gone, and so I'm working on that. But you can share your reels or any of your posts into stories now. Across both platforms. So those are really great. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. So this, and then short and entertaining. So that was kind of like TikTok. So that was just a Google search of what do you do with TikTok. And again, those are 15 seconds, 60 seconds, or 3 minutes long while you're like to use the filters and stuff, or you can upload up to a 10-minute video. Facebook is 60 seconds. It's 60 seconds. So I take very short videos of the things I'm doing. Like, I want like nitty gritty, down to the point, no extra fluff of, if I'm going to be washing a pan, I'm not going to like just go across the kitchen. I'm going to be starting my video on the pan, putting the Scentsy, the dish soap. I just use the pan. I know we don't have Scentsy dish soap, but the dish soap in, and then washing it and taking those videos. So yeah, it's so hard today. I know that there's something else I need to be talking about, but I'm going to finish up this and then maybe I'll go on to that. But showing your personality is the way that you talk, the way that you are, the way that you can inform your customers, the way that you can tell them the little tidbits, what's going on, like how the tips and tricks of using this product, like the scent packs. I use them just like you would a sachet bag. And I didn't even know what a sachet bag was until I started with Scentsy. And I throw it in my top drawer of my dresser drawers. I throw it into my linen closets, and I throw it into where my towels go into my bathroom. And so when I'm doing my laundry, not only do I talk about the laundry stuff I'm using and what scent I love and that my daughter uses a different scent, I'm also talking to them about the scent packs. But I'm not sitting there going like, buy this warmer. You want this warmer. You know you do. Like, I try to be informative of like this and talk about like, this is our warmer of the month. It's currently available. Did you know that you can change up the light bulb? You can change the light bulb into all the colors, list the colors. And did you know that we have cotton cleanups that fit into the dish so it's easy to clean out? And then I'll talk about light, like the lighthouse, what the lighthouse means to me. I talk about the different scents or my favorite scents. Then when we have a collection come out, the spring bricks came out. Guys, all I did is while I was doing samples for my customers, is I took little videos and then I sped them all up. I added each of the groups together, and then I uploaded those on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And some of those, it was absolutely crazy on how many views I got, because first, they didn't even know it was wax. One of them, when I did Beach Daisy, they thought it was a Lunchable. They thought it was the cheese that was supposed to go on top of the crackers. And so we had a conversation about that. it was like, oh, I guess it does, but nope, it's wax. It's edible. You can eat it, but I wouldn't suggest it. It's not harmful. Then I was able to get that kind of that plug in of like, hey, this is another feature with our wax. So do it scared. Do the hard things. It's it's not easy when you first start out, but you can grow your confidence the more you do it. The more that you are talking in front of a phone that's videotaping you, doing a live is harder, because whenever you have the mistakes, you can't just rewind or wipe that out or start all over again. It's all kind of in one continuous video. But start with something. In the beginning, I really didn't want to do just pictures of me holding stuff up. That's why I started doing kind of the actions, like how am I using Scentsy products? And I utilize, like, I laugh at myself all the time in my videos because I'm human. I mess up on the videos, or I mess up on my words, and I laugh it off, and I just keep going because everybody makes mistakes. It's how you react to making a mistake. It's going to be how, like, it just makes you human. I know I'm a little bit everywhere today. I'm scattered. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to finish up going through Facebook. I know, I promise I'm going to get through this. Facebook, make sure it's a high quality video. So make sure that your camera is on one of the good qualities of, a quality of video. Golly, the high definition, or if you've recorded it on some other device, make sure that you do the quality of downloading it whenever you're uploading it to any one of the platforms. You don't want it to be pixelated or slow or hesitant, because then the music or your talking or the words that are coming out of their mouths are not going to match up. Again, they also talk about trending music and then interesting topics. They also said controversy. For me and myself, I stay away from the controversy that's going on only because I am not here to talk about politics. I'm not here to debate over the different things that are going on. Am I involved in that? Am I wanting to talk about it? Yes, I just don't do it on a public platform. Because no matter what you decide on the president, or what you decide on what laws are being passed, or what's going on in the country right now, that's not what I'm here for. This isn't my platform. Is a Scentsy platform. This is my business platform. I'm not going to post my personal views about what's going on. So controversy, now, if you want to do controversy of, like, if you were an NSYNC girl or Backstreet Boys, go for it, because you're going to be amazed at how many of your friends weren't friends when you were back in junior high, whenever you picked one boy band and they picked someone else. Like, it's crazy. And they doing those kind of controversy ones, I'm all for it. Instagram. So Instagram was a little bit different. It's 90 seconds, but they were like focused on a specific niche or topic. So most of my stuff is Scentsy. I try to be humorous and I try to have fun when I'm doing it. But they also like attention grabbing hook. Excluding watermarks. The watermarks that when you download your Instagram Reels, it's going to have that watermark. Just like whenever you download your Reels from TikTok, it's going to have that watermark. Excluding the watermarks will help you get more views, because Instagram does not want to promote TikTok. Facebook does not want to promote TikTok, because they want to promote their own platform. So make sure that you understand, whenever you're taking stuff from one of your platforms to another, if they have a watermark on them, that audio may also not go over to the next platform. So be careful what audio you use or music you use, because you may have to just recreate the video every single time through each one of the platforms. Let's see. What else? The closed captions. Closed captions. Being able to do your videos, especially when the ones that you're talking, and using closed captions helps the people that either are hard of hearing, or if you're like I am, you have a very strong accent, or you talk really fast. That way they know what you're saying. I always go through, when I have closed captioning up there, I make sure that I go back through and make sure things are spelled right of the words I said. So when I do Scentsy, or I say Scentsy, it doesn't always come out spelled correctly. They always misspell it because they're doing it phonetically and not actual names. So I go through and I correct those. That's for me. That's my OCD. That's my kind of thing. The other thing was on YouTube, there's shorts. You can now take anywhere between, I think it's anything less than a minute is considered a short, which is like a reel on YouTube. And I did my first one, I did my first one a while back because my video was less than a minute and I was devastated. I'm like, I don't want to be on the shorts. I wanted a video so I could put it in my playlist. Well, the shorts are being pushed more through YouTube because YouTube is now becoming a full-on platform. It is allowing you to do posts. It's allowing you to do videos, to do uploads, to go live. So that's another thing to start looking for if you're not on YouTube, is what you need to do for them. Let's see. Oh, and then doing a perfect loop. So a lot of the videos will start and then you talk about it. And then whenever you end, if you get back to the same motion that you were at, people will kind of like continue watching your video because they don't know when it actually ends. And then with the more views, and they've watched it 3 or 4 times, that also helps. So that can kind of go through any of them. I guess I thought I had this for an hour, but I don't know. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. One of the things the reason why I do, and I love doing trainings like this, is because that is what I wanted to start doing. I wanted to start doing trainings outside of my team, first to help me, because the more times that I'm in front of people I don't know, and I start to ramble, I really notice it. But I also want to improve my speech and improve my wording and improve just the presence that I have on the videos. That was the whole reason I started kind of looking at the different platforms, was to find what worked for me. I like when I'm in a small group of people, but in a large group of people, I get very nervous. I'm one of those extroverts, introverts, that I like to go and be in the middle of attention for a small group, but I don't want to be in a huge group. Unless I'm just one of those people that are just in the crowd, like the choir, like we're behind the main action. So doing videos like this and taking the opportunity to do trainings on whatever you want to talk about, taking those opportunities and using them and flipping the coin. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they flow. Like on my day-to-day basis, on the days that I am feeling amazing and my words are coming out the way that they're supposed to be coming out, I'm ready to go. It's just flowing through me. I do 2 or 3 videos and then I save them and I kind of spread them out through the week, and I try to hit all the platforms. And bottom line is, whenever you are wanting to try something, make sure that you take time to know if it's working or not. It's not going to do you if you post one video and it only gets 3 views, don't quit. Like, keep going. The biggest thing that stops us is ourselves. So I'm going to end on my favorite quotes. Melissa Gratz is actually the one who said this. I just love it. Is, if you can or you can't, you are correct. I'll say it one more time. If you can or you can't, you are correct. And then you are strong, you are worthy, you are important. Guys, make sure that you check out the other videos. I believe, oh my gosh, I am failing extremely bad tonight. My words are not coming. I just want to thank Wendy and everybody who allowed me to do training tonight. I hope you guys got a little aha moment. I know it was very scattered. Yeah. So I would say that I love you all. I know there's too much hate out there in the world, and I want to just, give you guys love tonight. Thank you guys for showing up and watching me, and the ones who have stuck around, thank you so much. I know it's been a roller coaster. And I do apologize. Normally I have more than enough to talk about that I could talk for hours. I have to cut myself off. But I think I lost my flow somewhere in the middle there. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. So thank you guys for tonight. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll try and answer any of them that come up later. All right. Thank you guys.